Good evening. I will now call the meeting at 6 p.m. We do have most of the trustees present except Sandra, but we do have a quorum. Welcome. This meeting is being broadcast live and recorded. The recording or webcast may be captured images and sounds of those attending the meeting. At this time, I would like to remind everyone of the procedures for public participation in tonight's meeting. Members of the public are encouraged to attend and address the board on any agenda item topic within the board's jurisdiction. Public comments will be allowed a maximum of 5 minutes per speaker with 20 minutes total. So let's move on. And if we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the 2025, June 25th, 2025 agenda? Second. Roll call. Sammy?
Aye.
I'm sorry, you gotta go around the numbers. Valerie? Aye. Patty?
Aye.
And I. Tonight we have one presentation by our partner, the RAC. Ms. Alvarez, we could be doing this? No.
No, I'm presenting the RAC well. I think that Daniel, are you?
Yes, absolutely. Ready? All right, yes, please. All right, guys. Good evening. Hello, hello. All right. Good evening, Board President Cisneros, members of the board, staff. We are here tonight to give you a first of its kind presentation of what the partnership between the Corcoran Joint Unified School District and the Recreational Association of Corcoran, aka the RAC, has looked like and what we are striving to achieve in the future. So my name is Daniel Gonzalez and the new executive director at the RAC. I did bring my leadership team member. Her name is Veronica Cruz. She runs the ACES. And right now we do have Miss Anna Collins on maternal leave. So she is our ELOPE director. Thank you. This next slide, we just wanted to illustrate that the board's priorities and how the RAC's mission and vision aligns. There, the section there in green. Next slide. But before we get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts of ELOPE, I wanted to have Veronica explain the ACES and the ELOPE grants.
Hello, I'm Veronica. Everybody, you know everybody here. Well, just to give you a little bit about the ACES and the ELOP, we are the same. Parents don't know about, but we merge. Where it stands after school, we're after school. ELOP, we take over. ACES is only 100 kids. After 100 kids, then the ELOP program takes over. And ELOP is in the summer and winter programs. So parents, they just know that, hey, we're in the after school program and the summer winter. We are over 200 kids. So we have half of the school, and I know in Fremont, we are running out of spaces, but it's a good thing, you know, so we're not saying nobody, no waiting list, we're accepting all. So right now we are full at every school site. So we're very excited about that. All our team leaders are paraprofessionals, so just like the school requirements, we have that same requirement. And let's see. You want to go to the next one? Let's go to the next one. After school enrichment. So our programs, we do a lot of field trips. Right now we're only doing 2. We did 4 last year, and we did a lot of presentations where they come, the African drummer. A lot of our ideas we get is from our Region 7 meetings that we go to. that is part of all the after schools, and we get ideas and we talk to them in our Region 7 meetings, and that's every month. So we go to a different location. Our Region 7 meeting, we deal a lot with Danielle, and we deal with a lot of people to align what we're doing here at the school. So everything we do, we let the school district know, like, hey, this is what we're doing, just so we're all on the same page. Our field trips, we also go see our Patty Studio. That was last year was our first year having a dance studio. It was awesome. They're from Hanford, and they come every week with a different school site, and they do a dance and a huge performance at the end. So we had 2 big performances, and it was a good turnout. Parents loved it. The kids loved it. And so stuff like that we want to bring, because corporate doesn't have that. And so we are trying to bring stuff that we don't have here. And so that is one of the things that we did. And here's some pictures of some of the slideshows that, well, just the little presentation that we had. We also have partnership with the corporate library. We just put a little library books where people can donate books to us, and we put it outside the rack. That way, students could come and get some books anytime they want. So we try and keep that filled, and the library also gives us books when we need some, like, say they're getting rid of their books, we'll get the books as well. And we do bring the kids to our program, to the rack. And we help out the city houses out with the doll ride. And that's a big help to transport. So that's really good that we contact the city for that. The PAW program, we do PAW program in John Muir. So for instance, if the grades are low, we like to help out with the teachers and to help with the kids with their homework assistance. That way we have the teachers to help, not us, because some of our staff, it's hard for them to do some of the stuff. So we hire the teachers to help the students with their homework. Next one. So our ACEs and ELOP programs. So right now we have the rack skate. That is really popular right now. The kids make their own boards. So they learn how to make their boards, putting the wheels, everything on. They learn how to skate. There's a picture at the bottom of that, or of them holding the skateboard that they made. Bicycle skate program. There's a picture of the kid jumping. Yeah, we make sure that they have their helmets, their little pads, everything on for safety reasons. All this week we have the kids on a field trip. They're at the Yosemite Pine Railroad. And so it's a lot of kids' first time going to the mountains, a lot of first times of them going on the train, and this is the same train. So we're very excited. The kids love going on all these field trips. And it's neat to take them. Last year we took some to Hearst Castle and to the beach. The kids loved it. They've never seen a castle. And they're like, this is a castle. And then the water, the ocean, we took pictures of them in the ocean. So it was fun. It was fun to take the kids to these experiences that they don't have a chance to do. We do, I was just telling Daniel, we got a card from a parent saying she's a single mom. And she goes, thank you so much for these field trips. I couldn't afford to take my kids to trips. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help the kids that aren't able to go on these trips, and that's why I tell parents all the time, give us ideas, and I tell the kids too, I know what you guys like. Let us know. We could get that for you. I did bring some pieces of our crafts. It's our engineer. It's an engineer, and it's from Kiwi Co. There's speakers and little games that the kids made. And so it's a Kiwi Co program. It's an engineer. So that's one of the things that we are doing in the after school engineering. So you can push the reset button and it'll go. But the kids built this at the John Muir. And so, and this works. If you put down your speaker on your phone, whatever, it works, and the balls go up and they spin. So it's pretty cool that the kids are making this, and it's the engineer, Kiwi Co. So check that out, the Kiwi Co. They have it from kindergarten all the way up to like high school, kids like this that we like to buy for our students. And so that's one of them that we like to do. We do recreational swim. So we take the kids swimming, different school sites swimming. We take them to swim. Kids who loves the water. So we do free swim lessons. So everybody in our program could sign up for free swim lessons. So that's one thing that we're also doing. We have the presenters that come to our program. We have the field trips. We're planning on doing more field trips. We only did 2 this year. We're hoping to do a lot more next year. And some of the students' feedback that are in our program, hopefully, you hear it.
I think there were small videos.
Yeah.
Oh, were they?
Videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go back. See if I click on.
I like the summer program because they have fun activities to do and fun sports.
All right, I'm gonna have to do one of these. Find it. The PowerPoint went. It is.
One thing I like about sports. I like the summer program because in the WAC they had like building stuff to do.
And that's one of the building stuff.
I like that one. I got one more. All right, swimming. All right, that's it.
Yeah. And what we want to bring for next year, we already started the chess club, but now we want to start it at the Red Hart Hallway chess club. It's huge. A lot of schools do it in Thomasville everywhere. So why not we? And so we have a teacher already at John Muir, so we're gonna see if we could get more teachers or somebody that's really good. We'll hire them, teach the kids. We have all the stuff already for that, for the chess club. Rocket Club, we have a teacher at John Muir who's doing the Rocket Club. And so we're just trying new things for the kids. And so if we could get more people on board, then we want to do it at other school sites. We have the iCooking where they will come and they'll do a cooking project. They'll bring everything. And so we're looking at that to bring them on board on the iCooking. Gardening is another thing that we want to do at the rack or have the kids involved. We already have some of the stuff for the kids to learn because we are the capital, and I do want the kids to know about our ag. So it's very important that they know this, and so that is the big thing that I want them to do is gardening and learn about our ag here. Another thing is the Legos building. Building is popular, so you see that and the Legos, those are the most popular things that the kids want to do, and it's very expensive. The Legos and all that, the kits and all that like this, but it's so worth it because the kids want to come just to build. And parents are not gonna pay $60-$50 for their kids, for this stuff, so I'm glad that we could purchase some of the stuff through the company and they do give us discounts. So, yeah, we're looking forward to doing more of the building engineer. Pickleball Academy, we want to start that up also next year. It's getting very popular, fastest growing sport. I play, so it's so much fun. So we're trying to encourage the kids to keep it up, and they already started a couple of years ago at Mark Twain. And so I know at Mark Twain they started probably like 4 years ago. That way they could get ready for tennis. And so we're excited to do the Pickleball Academy. 4-H curriculum, we have 4-H that comes and they do projects with our our team leaders and with the kids. And that's a free program that they come. And it's, so it's awesome to be in partnership with them, because they have everything curriculum based and the kids love it. So we're gonna continue our partnership with them. We, like I said, we do wanna do additional field trips. I know one of them that we went a couple of years ago, 2, 3 years ago, to Monterey Aquarium. That was so nice for the kids to see at the Monterey Aquarium. It was, their eyes were like so big, like seeing everything for the first time. So stuff like that we want to continue doing, and continue having presentations come to our program, the presenters. Because it's all for the kids, everything's for the kids and what we can offer for them.
Awesome, thank you, Edo. I mean, you guys all saw all the amazing things that we currently do for the kids and a long list of this is part of the augmentation request as to why we want to continue to bring new stuff, new programs, new sports, to get these kids exposed in our community, to these kinds of things. So, with that being said, we've had multiple meetings with Mr. Pacina, the rest of the group, with the district, and we came up with some of the additional structures for alignment, and meeting with the district, as a partnership, to have these quarterly meetings, whether to provide student data or financials to where we can all be aligned. So next slide, please. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Any chance to do this for you? Is that the name of this?
Yeah, see.
Where they located?
Right there in Hampton Raceville.
Oh.
She does, yeah, if you go on her line, on her site, they do these big old plays and everything at the Fox Theater.
I was wondering about your field trips. Do you do that all in one day?
Oh,
No, so this trip is a whole week because we take every school site, so every day, like today was Fremont, tomorrow's March 20th, Friday will be John Muir. So it's like every day we have a charter bus picking up each school site.
But that group will come home at night then.
Well, it's during, our program's 9 hours, so they'll leave at 7, and then like they were back at 4:30 today, 7:30.
I just, yeah, pick them up somewhere at night.
Yeah, they pick them up at the school site, they pick them up. So they're ready with their shirts and everything, we got the bright neon shirts, that way we can like, hey, you're our student. That's great.
Awesome.
No. Our ratio's a lot lower on field trips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's because they want to go to more.
yeah. So our next one is, the Island Water Park, that's the popular one, and kids love it.
Where's it at?
The Island Water Park is our next one.
I saw that.
No, the Fresno.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned those, brief, you have programs at Fremont, John Muir, Mark Twain.
So Brett Hart and Fremont are together right now for the summer.
Okay,
And so we're looking at the Fremont school site, so we have John Muir and Mark Twain at John Muir. That's what, sometimes they do work at certain school sites when they put two sites together. And it just makes it easier for parents to drop off their kids.
and so the program for the parents, they sign them up at the beginning of the year and keep them there.
It's anytime they sign up, yeah. So we just had somebody sign it today, so yeah, when they sign it, they can start the next day.
No cost to the parents.
No, everything's free.
Are you guys doing anything, I know I see your own kids out there all the time, but like for educational and since we don't have summer school this year, are you guys doing anything in our own grades for that?
Yeah, the Caesar, I forgot to mention that, the Caesar Chavez curriculum. So we partnership with them. And so, yeah, I totally forgot about that. And then the teachers, so we hired the teachers from our school district and they are doing a curriculum during the morning with the students. And then after run time, they like my staff comes and we do our activities, our little crafts and stuff. But the first half of the morning is with the teachers doing the curriculum.
And it's, What type of curriculum are they doing?
It's the Senior Chavez Foundation for reading books. It's a whole setup of doing crafts and all that, but it's all about STEM and reading. Their focus is reading. And so that's because of sports, we want our kids to have a higher level of reading, so it's more about reading.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna go on through board of trustees reports and then report from our trustees.
It's the last meeting, so
Okay, and I don't believe, but maybe we'll look to see if we have Corporate Facility Association online. No, then how about California Employees Association? Yeah. Very good, so any public comments? Right, action items, consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items? I'll second. Motion. Question?
Number 5, bids from HR consultant.
Mr. Pacina did provide a little more information to me on that one. Let's see here. It's for an in-person negotiator, and Catherine has years of district HR experience. She will also know more, work more with Mrs. Moreno on fulfilling findings in the school services HR audit.
So my question is, why do we need an I mean, I know we've had it in the past, but why do we need an outside individual come try to negotiate our partners for the deal? Me, it's a waste of money because we have very qualified people here that have sat in on that negotiation. And now we're bringing somebody else. And I know we had problems or concern with the way we've done it in the past, but I just don't understand why we have to have somebody from the outside come and negotiate with our partner for a contract.
I agree with that. I would rescind my second on that.
I'm not done yet.
That was enough for me to rescind, okay?
Oh, you're gonna hear it, doesn't it?
Okay.
I mean, Ms. Moreno, you enlighten us?
I want to be able to say that it's the district practice in the past of it because the negotiation team for the unions have also brought in a labor representative. And sometimes having that collaboration between the labor representative and the district representative that's not so much part of the negotiating team for the district, they're able to communicate a little bit better off the record, so to say, than with us, because it put us in a position that we might be agreeing to something that we're really not able to do that. But it's not necessarily a requirement to have a negotiator as far as we trust the negotiation team to bring that information, then we could proceed that. And if there's conversations or clarifications, we would definitely seek out some support, but not necessarily that you would have someone.
they actually attend the.
Yes.
What is the financial cost of that?
I'm not sure what this particular contract is because I didn't bring it.
Even if it goes to one of your contract, and I think there's up to 15 sessions maybe. So, I think 50 times 15.
So,
So the second question. Bid for Donovan Group Communication Bridge.
Yes, the additional information that Mr. Pacina provided for this one is that it is to support staff on creating a communication plan to help remove work from their plates. Communication is an area which has been identified by the staff and community as needing support. This particular contract is for 6 months, and if we find it is beneficial, we will bring it back for an extension. If we were to hire somebody, the estimated cost calculated here is $190,000 with salary and benefits. And we would, that we need to share our corporate story to ensure to keep, and attract families.
Use the word now,
The communications,
any communication done to the parents, to the kids, to anybody. Who's doing that work right now?
I don't have that particular answer for you.
Right, so we want to spend, where he's asking us to spend $5,000 a month for 6 months, which is $30,000. Is currently being done at this moment. And what are we gonna do with the staff if we're paying somebody $5,000?
That's the social media thing, right? I have a question about that too. If you just looked at the social media, our newspaper is practically all high school, that's what we're looking at. I know there's many other things, but they would cover the text, I find that really.
I believe the idea is to allow them to kind of add additional support with the way that our communication looks that we're sending out in the various platforms, potentially through the newspaper, and whether it be on social media or just documents that we're communicating out with the community as well. Not specifically just for social media, but.
Oh, we're doing that now, correct? I'm gonna amend my motion to delete, both 5 and 6. I just don't see spending $30,000 for communication.
Right, we have that money to use, we're reducing it on our staff, or hiring more staff.
So is that from the general budget?
Yes.
And that was the understanding when I discussed that, it was because there was current staffing absorbing those duties, so it's to help relieve some of those duties from the current staff, since there is some vacancies or some shortages in the district area. That's how I understood it.
What?
I haven't seen anything posted as far as for those type of positions either. So what we need to do is more recruitment, keep that in-house.
Okay.
What position do we show that? I don't understand.
Well, if you guys recall back at some time, they did the review of the staffing, and they did, the staffing here, and they.
Yeah, but that's wanting to add quite a bit more people, which.
Correct.
Is it
And
also?
so then, because there was the need for adding more people, therefore there was more duties added to the current staff. And I think that was an intention to relieve some of that work for the current district staff, but that's what I understood.
I'm gonna amend my motion.
Could we consider seeing something that they do that would, maybe we would be so entirely impressed. With,
Can I ask Ms. Gomez a question?
Sure.
Would something in the CTE area of communications and for the kids to do something with that? Is there something available in the CTE area for that?
Right now we use our socials. We use Facebook and Instagram. And Amanda and I post those.
But I mean, for the kids to learn how to do it, because some of them may want to go into the communication area.
So with the video production pathway, he has them generate something, but we have to be very careful that anything that goes out, you don't want a kid just pushing stuff out.
Right.
But yes, through that pathway, I think he lets them put together for each pathway like a little story, and then he vets it, and then he lets them put it out. Also through.
I think it would be more beneficial to teach the kids how to do that, especially juniors and the seniors. So if they want to go into that field, they have that little bit of background.
Yeah.
What is that term called? The internship? No,
we're not doing that because it would just be our students doing it, so it wouldn't be an internship because they're currently doing that already. That's part of their assignments. I believe Mr. Hache has the students do a video at the end of the year that they have to produce. We have to put music to it, they have to meet certain requirements. I mean, if our kids are able to do stuff, then we can promote them more.
Okay.
I think that's best.
All right, so, go ahead. So so that's my question. So then how do we proceed with the motion to consent the agenda and remove the two?
So Sammy said that he would, he's amending it, so he's approving it without 5 and 6, and I'm doing the same with my second.
With the 5 and 6. Yes. So we're good with 1 through 4, but we removing the 5 and 6.
7.
And we need to roll call vote for that, so, all right. First, second amended, I need a roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
I would like, I'm gonna say no because I would like a presentation.
Oh, we took them out, so we're not passing 5 or 6.
I'm not saying no, we're just taking them out.
We're just taking them out.
Okay, I.
aye, Valerie,
Aye.
and I. So I need a motion now to approve denying them.
Motion either direction. Whether to approve or to.
Okay, so
On 5, I say we table it until the superintendent is present.
table 5, and how about 6?
Should be better tabling that 6. I feel 6 is a definite. We can table that too.
I'll second.
Okay, so to write it down will be motioning to table 5. And then, so then I do a roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
Aye.
Valerie,
Aye.
and I. And then now a motion to delete Donovan Ruth,
I think you said deny.
deny. What did I say? Remove, deny, okay. All right, so do I have a motion to deny?
A motion.
Yes, and do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
Okay, now, this is the one that I would like to have a presentation.
So table,
It's still, it's okay.
so you would say no.
Oh, I just, no then.
no, Patty is me. And then Valerie?
Aye.
Aye. And I. Okay. All right, very good. Education Services, consider the approval of 2025-2026 local control accountability plan. And so we heard it last.
We got somebody coming in.
Recipe.
One sec.
Good evening. Yes, so this would be the approval of our local control and accountability plan. We presented the overview last meeting during public meeting or the public hearing. And so this would be to actually approve the entire document.
Second.
Roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty, Valerie,
Aye.
and I. Consider the approval of 2024-25 dashboard local indicator report.
So this is a second document that is to be approved along with the local control and accountability plan and also with the federal addendum. It is an overview of all of the local indicators that will go onto the dashboard. So we recommend that this also be approved.
Do I have a motion to approve?
A motion to approve. I second.
Roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
Aye.
Valerie,
Aye.
and I. Consider the approval of the LCAT federal addendum.
Yes, so this is the third portion of the LEA plan. It is what the overview on how we will spend and what services we will provide with our federal programs, our federal dollars. So Title I through Title IV.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll motion to approve. I'll second.
Roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
Aye.
Valerie,
Aye.
and I. Consider the approval of 2025-26 corporate joint unified school district proposed budget.
Yes, this is similar to the LCAP. This is the proposed 25-26 budget that was presented at the public hearing on June 11th and now brought to you for recommendation to adopt the budget.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make motion to approve.
I'll second. Roll call, Sammy,
Aye.
Patty,
Aye.
Valerie,
Aye.
and I. Consider the approval of resolution 1402 budget revision.
This is a budget revision process that just, for the budget that was just approved, it moves all those lines into action on our side.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve.
I will second. Roll call, Sammy?
Aye.
Patty?
Aye.
Valerie?
Aye.
And I. Consider the approval resolution 1403 delegation of powers.
This resolution is brought to the board every year. At the end of the year, it's part of the closing process that provides the, allows me the ability to do any budget adjustments, transfers, and any other closing items necessary at the end, year end.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I move to approve. I'll second.
Roll call, Sammy?
Aye.
Patty?
Aye.
Valerie?
Aye.
And I. Consider the approval resolution 1404 EPA spending determination.
The EPA funding is something that we receive through Proposition 30 and Proposition 55. It is funding that we receive quarterly, and we are able to spend it with limited restrictions. The only restriction is it not be used for administrator salary or benefits. In order to spend it, we do have to have a plan that is approved at a public board meeting. And that plan is included here in the packet, and it shows that our intention is to spend it on certificated salary and benefits.
Do I have, sorry, go ahead. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll second.
Great. Roll call, Sammy?
Aye.
Patty?
Aye.
Valerie?
Aye.
And I. Future agenda items? And we go ahead and adjourn. We have a break until August 12th for our next meeting. Okay, second, I'll second. Roll call, Sammy? Patty?
Aye.
Valerie?
Aye.
And I. Adjournment time is 6:36.